So this is going to be a reading for my Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and get straight into it. This is going to be just an overview of energy. This is just a quick little video to see what's going on with you guys. And yeah, if you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a beat. Hit that notification bell if you would like to see more of my readings. And let's get it popping. Virgos. Our energy around them. So we have the Eight of Swords as the first card, excuse me. So this is you being in a mental space to where you feel very conflicted. There may be a decision that you have to make, whether it's about a person, a job, move, etc., whatever it may be. There's a decision you need to make and you're having a really hard time figuring out the angle in which to go about it or what's going to be most beneficial for you. And for a lot of you, the thing is you may be thinking about more of what would be in alignment with what will make you feel fulfilled in the end, not necessarily what's best for you in the end, because some of you could be in a relationship with someone and you know this person's not the best for you, but you may not be ready mentally to let them go. And that may be exactly why you may be in this mental space and not knowing what to do. For others of you, this Eight of Swords is like translated into like the work environment where you don't really like your job, don't really feel like your job is paying you enough to even handle your responsibilities, but it may be a job and it's like finding another job for some of you may seem like a task, or you guys may be suffering from like self-doubt or just being blind to your circumstance just as a whole. But whenever this card comes up, I always like to say this. This card reminds you that there's going to be issues, basically, and problems you're going to come across, adversity, all that. But if you're open to looking at your situation from a clear view and you recognize that your worst enemy is mainly fear and self-doubt, then the blindfold almost is not even existent in a sense, okay? And you start to realize that even like the swords around you, hold on. You start to realize even the swords around you is more of like a mental thing. Okay? But we also have the Justice card. So this is Libra energy. So some of you may have a Libra around you. But with the Justice card, this has a lot to do with like either divorce for some of you, a legal situation, a legal contract, karma, scales being balanced, things like that. So with this energy showing up, some of you may be mentally stuck because you don't know what to do with the lawsuit, mentally stuck because you don't know what to do with the divorce that you may be going through that you didn't necessarily want. Some of you have recently gotten divorced like within the last couple of years and you still have extreme anxiety or confusion in terms of what to do with that connection, especially if you guys still have to deal with each other because you guys have children. This is almost wanting fairness also, or wanting things to be balanced in a certain area in your life and feeling as if there's a lot of adjustments that need to be made here. Some of you also are realizing that you need to adjust your priorities. Like some of you, your priorities have been kind of off lately. Or just being more aware of the choices that you choose to make in terms of what you decide to do. Are you going to, approach life from a lazy approach, or are you going to approach life from this I'm going to charge head first approach? This is also making you guys look at your motives in terms of what moves you in life, what gets you going. And a lot of you are going to have to find that out in terms of what your motives are, what gets you moving every single day by finding clarity and balance within self. Now, the next card that we do have the Death card in reverse. So the Death card upright is the energy of change, changes being made here. But with it being in reverse, this is like block transformation, or a transformation being put on hold, or even a transformation being delayed because of resistance. So what I do want to say here, if you guys are feeling like things aren't necessarily the way that you want them to be in your situation right now, the best thing that you can do is not resist change, because all change is transformation. And the Death card, whenever this comes up, this is like one way of being transferred to a new way of being. So yeah, some of you do need to step away from this fear of change and understand anything that you hold on to for dear life and you don't allow newness to step into your life, you're going to always feel like you're blocked in a sense. Okay. Some of you could also be suffering through like denial of something, or like trying to resist the inevitable. But what I do have here, we have the Hierophant. So again, I see a lot of energy about marriage, about changes, beliefs needing to shift. So with the Hierophant here, this is speaking to, again, your personal beliefs. Some of you are married right now, so this is talking more about your marriage. But yeah, right now you guys are wanting to step more into a place of peace and having more reassurance in your future. Some of you are also trying to get closer and closer to like your personal beliefs in terms of like your religion or your spirituality. You may be realizing that you getting closer and closer to your faith is helping you like find inner truth or gain guidance, I would say. Some of you may be even getting some really good advice from someone around you. Some of you are also wanting to get married and you're realizing that the like loner approach is not going to bring you closer to getting the marriage, getting the, the family dynamic that you guys may be looking for. Now, last card I have, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is really, really positive. I'm glad that we left that off in this card. The Wheel of Fortune is usually around when there's a cycle or turnaround that's more in favor of you. So for a lot of you, you're starting to see more favorable results after you kind of let yourself let go and trust God or trust your spirit guides. Okay. Some of you may be a little resistant to change, but in the end, there is change that's here and it's for the betterment of you in the long term. So again, I think the main advice I can give you from this whole reading is to not resist change. Even with it being unfamiliar in energy, you gotta allow things to flow and shift. So this is what I see. I hope I put things in perspective. If you did take something from this video, feel free to thumbs it up and subscribe. Check out the description box or the comment section if you want a personal, and I will see you later. Bye.